This is very weird to me and shocking. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Leilani of the West Indies. But before we get into the cricket that is going on in the 4-day test match.
Very well done, very well done.
Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Prince Harry is, surprise, surprise, doing a documentary. Another mockumentary. This time, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, will appear in a documentary on ITV about phone hacking. In the documentary titled Tabloids on Trial, Prince Harry speaks about why he is fighting to expose what he says are the illegal activities of Britain's tabloid newspapers. Hugh Grant, Charlotte Church, Paul Gascoigne also set to appear. You can watch Tabloids on Trial on ITV 9 p.m. on July 25th. We will certainly be covering that here on Leilani of Barbados channel. Now, it should be no surprise that Prince Harry is continuing to seek attention in all ways that he can. But the only thing that really bothers me about this documentary is that it is an opportunity for Harry to once again throw the royal family under the bus. He's going to use this opportunity to say that the royal family was involved in the hacking or somehow used him as a scapegoat and then protected the other members of the royal family but threw him out there, and that they made a deal that their phones won't be hacked, but only his phone could be hacked, because he's made those accusations in the past. So this is what I'm really worried about. And he's sitting down with this lovely lady here, and I can already tell from his posture here that he is in victim mode, and it's just gonna go very cringily for us. Also, are you allowed to do documentaries in the middle of a litigious trial like this when there are legal proceedings going on? This is very weird to me and shocking. Getting back to the video that I was filming before these news events happened, you know that King Charles met with the West Indies team. This is a hat that I had from ages ago, signed by various members of the West Indies team, and I cherish it. All right, let's look at this video. He's walking in. Oh, he looks very chipper in walking in. Shaking hand. He must be a coach, the first one. The second ball head man is Craig Brathwaite from Barbados. He's the captain of the West Indies cricket team. Shout out Barbados.
Yeah, there you go. This is our captain, Craig Brathwaite. It's going to go.
Gotta have the hand in the pocket, you know?
Success in the days of Mr. Flash.
So that guy with the braids is debutant Jeremiah Lewis, and he's the guy that teaches King Charles the handshake.
I have a Rolls Royce with a top hat, so it was great fun. I went again a few years ago. Did my love secrets. Do you specialise in bowling or batting?
He's
batsman. Really? Anyway, I'm sure you'll sort out things. So you sorted out the Aussies.
He's sorted out the Aussies anyway. I love that. Sorry, Aussies. I love you, my Aussies, but I just love how engaging King Charles is.
From which part of
Trinidad?
How long is it?
Love that. You love that kind of.
I do remember very well. That's wonderful.
I think you want to say good.
You know, he's just doing regular old talk, remembering different matches, remembering different players. Look at the handshake, it's coming. Sorry, I'm laughing. He said that really is complicated. I don't know if he's being sarcastic. One cricketer taught the king a 5-step handshake instead that included a high five and putting a right hand on your chest. As the king joked, that really is complicated. But the sausage fingers are in full display. Look at how he's touching up and holding up. This is not a man who's racist.
This is a wicked keeper, Joshua is still the man.
On behalf of Your Majesty, sir, on behalf of the entire group, the management, all the players, we'd just like to present this, token of our appreciation for obviously this lovely visit. It was lovely to be here, and obviously get to meet you. And just want to say thank you, and hopefully you could come back soon, sometime again. And also, I wish your horses all the best. I'll be following them.
He's been following the horses. I told you, I talked about Ascot. We in Barbados love the GGs. We do love horse racing. It's just a really nice event, whether you're a betting person or not. That's not the point. The point is that the horse racing in Barbados is such a big event. People from all over the world come to it. People do get involved. I just want you to remember something. These guys are so confident to do this right now. I mean, they're very young. They've been playing cricket in villages. All of a sudden to be here in front of the king, they're doing such an amazing job. And it just makes me so proud to be from the West Indies as well. Yeah.
Is this for me?
Yeah, this is for you.
Signed.
It's to break glass in case of emergency.
He just said break glass in case of emergency. So I don't know if King Charles is saying that in an emergency, he will come and play for the West Indies cricket side. But I think that's what he said. Don't kill me, England. Don't kill me.
I don't think I deserve it at all.
Nah, you do.
Haven't disrupted your training schedule, I think.
No, today's the rest day. All good, all good.
Anyway, take care of yourself. I should be watching.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
So he's very lovely to ask about the hurricane and how it could have affected their training. And like I said, we were very lucky in Barbados and it has not affected his training is what the captain is saying. Oh, I love it. He's so comfortable with them and they are so comfortable with him. Omid Scobie and Meghan Markle and Prince Harry by proxy tried to make King Charles out to be a racist when we had many years of footage of King Charles doing many similar things to this in Brazil with black people and all over the world, Africa. And we had seen this kind of footage before. But I think that a lot of people's minds need to be refreshed, especially in the current climate. The people coming up don't know the history of King Charles, but it's really important for them to see this now, to see like these accusations are absolutely without grounds. He is not a racist. In fact, I think it might be a little bit of the pot calling the kettle. I keep finding myself saying that term when it comes to Harry and Meghan, because I think they have a problem of guilt through projection. So when they see something within themselves, they put it on other people. Meghan Markle, I have always said, and I think a lot of people are afraid to talk about this, but Meghan Markle is herself the racist, you know? Because if you look at this video of her in Africa, ushering Harry away from the black people and holding on to him like she's afraid of them, and all they're doing is a costume dance. And even here, Meghan Markle insulted after Palace assigned Queen Elizabeth's black equerry to help her feel comfortable amid racist accusations. So she refused this lieutenant colonel gentleman here. First, she refused Lady Hussey. That was the first person that was chosen to advise her. Then they said, okay, you know what? We'll escalate this. Let's get this gentleman here is above Lady Hussey at the time. So I think he's Ghanaian. And so the Queen said, why don't you let him tell you how it goes since you're so like afraid of racism? And then she gets insulted, like, how dare they try to put me with a black man to do, you know, what does that say? Well, did they put Princess Catherine with a black man? Did they give her a black man to advise her? Meghan Markle is so dumb. That's her holding up her IQ, incidentally. Her brain doesn't function at all. First of all, you're complaining that you're afraid of racism. So here's somebody that could advise you. If I was dropped in the middle of a town that I felt was racist, I would look for every black person around to talk to me about how they feel and what they've been through. That goes for any discipline, any race, any culture, any religion. Just get some advice. But she didn't see herself as black. She's never seen herself as black. And all of the people that want to go around supporting Meghan Markle, who are black women and saying, this is our black queen, this is who we wish we could be. We wish we could marry Prince Harry and be like this black woman up in that place, living it up. You and her don't look the same. Look in the mirror again, look at yourself, and see if you really think you look like Meghan. See if you go to a place where Meghan goes to, if they will think that you come from the same race. And then look at how she rejects people who look like you. Unless, of course, if she's wearing her black people earrings, which I always tell you she has to wear whenever she goes to black people countries, she has to wear her black people earrings. Which I don't know if she thinks that will make her relate to them, you know, her little ethnic steel pad earrings. It's humiliating, and I think that anyone who supports Meghan who is black has a humiliation fetish because they want to be humiliated by Meghan Markle. Oh, but she does have some kind of black people earrings on at this time. But she's so afraid to kiss the black hand of this child that she puts her thumb in between the child's black hand and her mouth. That's racist! I think black people would relate more to Prince Harry at this point than Meghan Markle. In fact, Serena Williams, well, let's get into the Tillman Award because I think we have to unpack a little bit about that. Serena Williams is part of this award and is handing Harry this award, and she has always been very generous with her friends, and she did make friends with Meghan and Harry. She has said, in fact, that he is her confidant. Funny that Meghan's not her confidant, but Harry's her confidant. You might think that it's because Harry was somebody that she could trust to not spew a lot of things about her. Whatever she tells him, he's not going to go and capitalize on it by selling it to tabloids or whatever. By the way, I mean, did you see Spare? Did you read it? Did you listen to the audiobook? Just saying, Serena. He could do that to his family. I think everybody should be afraid. A lot of people are afraid. So I don't think he's not going to show up to the awards. That is an option for him to not show up to the awards, but I don't think because Serena's giving it to him because, he can't stand down at this point. It's too embarrassing, whatever. But there is this Pat Tillman situation that's going on with the petition. And I got a comment from one of my lovely subscribers saying, seems the petition is stuck at 66,000. That was a couple days ago. And it seemed to be stuck for a while. And then I noticed that there is this warning on it. We have received flags from our users that the facts in this petition may be contested. You should consider researching this issue before signing. And I think that might have put off some people for a while, until more traction was gathered and people came out and spoke about it everywhere. And Mary Tillman, Pat Tillman's mom, came out and spoke about it more. So now I think it's almost at 75,000. We'll have a look here. It's slowly but surely gaining. But what I noticed about the petition is that they had some supporter voices, and I found those very interesting. A lot of these people who are giving these video messages, they don't care so much about the royal family and about Meghan and Harry living in the United States as the new royals and the American royals and blah, 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 and doing Archwell and the Jams. And they don't really care so much about that. These are more military families who are looking at it from the perspective of, yes, you did Invictus, but we hate everything else you did. So we as military families feel like you have not done enough as a soldier. Yeah, you're not what our family members were. You're just not what our husbands, our sons, our uncles, you're just not it. So that's why I think they have this much anger towards him.
Pat Tillman is a hero. Harry is a traitor. He's a runaway. His family, he turned on them, and nobody turns on family. Pat Tillman did what he wanted to instead of becoming a millionaire with the NFL. If Harry for 1 second thinks that he deserves his Pat Tillman Award, he should be shot instead.
Wow. So I don't even know if I can play that. That's very heavy.
Just remove Harry from the Tillman Award and give it to a real soldier or a real hero. An American hero.
She has a very young voice. My grandmother had a very young voice as well.
Hi. So really, I almost can't with this one. He's not deserving of any award, let alone a United States military accolade. Does anyone remember the Lion King premiere where he ditched his military event to go to a play? Remember that?
We do. I love the shot in the car. Always love a car shot. It sounds like people are most themselves when they're in their car.
The Invictus Games were founded by the Royal Foundation.
Oh, a UK person.
Prince Harry was allowed to keep them after he left his life of service in order to pursue a life of personal fortune and fame. The Invictus Games are now a platform for his wife to model lots of clothes and to march in front of the medal winners wearing a romper suit. Prince Harry is the complete opposite of Pat Tillman and opposes everything that Pat Tillman stood for.
Amazing. And also that wardrobe is being paid for by the Invictus Games contributions. We know that, right? Allegedly for legal purposes. Nobody supports it. Except
Sergeant Jake Wood.
Shout out to Sue Smith. She talked about Jake Wood a while ago. He is one of the few people who talked to TMZ and supported Prince Harry getting the award because he got the same Pat Tillman Award, right? For his foundation, Rubicon. Rubicon is Jake Wood, who served in the Marine Corps from 2005 to 2009, co-founded Team Rubicon, an organization which empowers veterans to rapidly deploy to crisis situations around the globe. So that's his foundation. And he has come out and said, he thinks that Harry deserves it because Harry has Invictus, just like how he had Rubicon, and he got the Pat Tillman Award, so Harry should get it too. However, we have this. Archwell's 250k is going a long way. Jake Wood on TMZ, speaking out in defense of Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, wonder if another sizable donation to Team Rubicon was made for this damage control and PR crisis unfolding. Even more reason now to sign the petition. So this is speculating that there was this donation of 250k. Also another speculation that this 250k, this number keeps popping up, could have also been donated from Archwell to the Pat Tillman Foundation as well. And then these articles are coming out from Newsweek, friend of the show, of Meghan and Harry. Not of us. Prince Harry should spotlight heroes to dodge backlash. Say less. He's already done it. Also, I don't think that he should spotlight the heroes to dodge the backlash from him getting the award. I think that's putting the cart before the horse. Yeah, he should get the award on his merit first, then he wouldn't have to do damage control after. He did follow the advice of Newsweek, in fact. Prince Harry comes out with a statement suddenly. Congratulations to those selected for Team UK for our first ever Winter Invictus Games, Vancouver Whistler, next February. He said, Team UK will join over 500 competitors from across 20 nations in this groundbreaking event that expands the range and profile of winter adaptive sports. And then he goes into all the sports and what they're like, alpine skiing, snowboarding, and skeleton. They keep adding stuff to it. What they are not sure if they're adding is all those athletes, because a lot of athletes have been dropping out. The entire administration of Archwell has dropped out. So I guess they could just keep sweeping it under the carpet and pretending all is well in Denmark. But really and truly, this statement was made because people are talking about he should not get the award. So he's just reminding people that, but I do stuff. Like I'm actually doing stuff like 2025 February. Remember that? So he's just doing that to, again, get the award. And why does he want the award so much? I don't know if it's attention seeking. I don't know, because he's so shocked, which shows very low intelligence level, that he's so shocked that people don't want to get the award. And he wants it so badly. He just doesn't understand why people don't want it for him. Why are we doing this blurry thing? Okay. And he doesn't understand why people don't want it for him. I think this is a consequence of being a spoiled brat. You never see the error in your ways. You are so self-unaware that just because you want something, you expect everybody to want it for you, just like how it's been your whole life. It is arrested development in a way, some are saying. Get all the awards you want. At the end of the day, you can still get deported back to the UK. Now, if he gets deported back to the UK, put down in the comments, everyone, what you think that will mean for Harry. So if he gets deported to the UK, that might actually work out well with his plans, because he is trying to acquire property in the UK in order to retain his title as a state councillor, whatever it is. So at least he will be happy with that. But what about Meghan and the children's? What about them? And I say children's like that because it's very fantastical, isn't it? The children's of Meghan and Harry. What about them? Are they going to move to the UK? What is going to really happen here? Because this is a real situation. All these awards and all these audiences, they're going to put, all the audience to clap for him, or he might actually appear by video because he might be so ashamed of going there in the audience not clapping for him and booing him. Whatever happens with all those things is very not as serious as him getting deported from the United States. So tell me what your thoughts are on both subjects and all the subjects I talked about. And let us look at the cricket again, like one more time before I go. Look, it's only day one. Live win probability 1.9% West Indies. What is this? Love you so much. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. Love you. Bye.